Oh no, we've seen it before and we're going to see it again for Broken Blades. A great answer into many AP top options due to the lifesteal, his mitigation of so much burst that can give out.
Could work out very well in their favor.
Broken Blade doesn't have vision here. Oscar in it. Gonna lightning rush forward, flash forward as well, looking for that stun. Reeve still has the flash, but I don't think he has a chance of living!
Knows that it's not even worth the flash. Now the swap has come through from G2. They want to try and get Mundo out.
Hansama flashes to be a taxi for Mickey! And Hansama immediately...
He's so close to 6 though.
He's
if he can get a couple of minions.
Needs a couple for the maximum dosage, now unlocks it. Fnatic yet to tank the tower, Jung will go in, Razzle there as well, the Zenith Blade back in the flash away from Broken Blade. Ignite not enough to take him through the maximum dosage. Noah puts a bit more damage into his back, Caps has come across, but now Oscar in on the flank as well, looking for that stun. He'll catch Caps, flash, shield of Daybreak, the Zenith follows the Valkyrie away. He's locked in an icy grave.
And Fnatic get their answer. Caps trying to help his top laner, ends up giving away a kill. He loses the flash, he loses his life, and while Broken Blade walks away safely, Fnatic walk away with the advantage they were looking for.
And Oscar Rinnan is off to such a brilliant lead now. 800 gold lead for that top laner for Fnatic, but you do have to drop.
Sneaky trying to come in here to dissuade the gang. Oscar goes in with a slicing mouse, but Hansama's able to walk away from the side of it. Fate's call will pull Mickey out, and he dives back in. They smell blood in the water, and Oscar's got a lot of spears in his behind. Hansama
all going the way of G2. And when we think back to G2's strong early games, it was through their bot lane. That was how they found success last year.
Yeah.
But now they have the added threat.
This push on bot, I was about to say with the resets, means that they should have been able to reset and move up towards that potential void growth. But Caps!
Jump in the mid lane, Mom is here! And Caps can't deal with that humanoid!
The G2 will be able to pick up.
6 grubs and a Chem Drake. Next Drake up in 4 minutes time. It will be an Infernal. Caps might be ganked again in the mid lane, though. Does still have the flash. Razork on his way. No Glacial Prison, but they can chase him down. Knocks him up. He'll Valk. The Palmer. Vision control now, the name of the game between the two teams. Jun steps in, and that bush. In there be monsters. The flash. Not enough to get away from the quickness. The solar flare, though, will hit Yike, and Jun might still escape to survive another day. He can't. A rend to his heart puts him in the...
That unlocks Oscar Rinnan when he comes to these later fights. 35 seconds on towards the Dragon. They were saying maybe we could get an exhaust, maybe we can then to be part of this fight. So the TP invested now by BB to force Fnatic back and give that Kalista an option to get into mid lane.
I mean, does Razork just have to jump back into the back of the pit? Instead, he has to flash. Stranglethorn's coming down, and G2 will thank Fnatic for that leash. Hansama off towards the top side, being chased down by Humanoid, but they can't really find much more. Oscar in it down in that bottom lane with the Rift Herald coming in as well. He needs to get the hell out of here, because if he stays around for much longer, I'm afraid he might be next on the menu. The Rift Herald avoids the turret. Oscar flashes away, but here's the charge. FNC later, Oscar, as he's taken out by G2.
G2 are a rampaging bull. They said, screw the China, we're going for the rat in the back instead. And they lock down Oscar Rinnan. They get the tower, another charge, and G2, they may not be stopped.
I mean, the pushes are just so accelerated. You have the 6 grubs as well. More bites come out, mites come out of the Rift Herald when you go for that. Almost getting the tier 2, already secured the tier 1, and a 2,000 gold lead now extended for G2.
The control is just slipping away from Fnatic. Every objective is falling over to G2. They're hesitant to fight. They know how hard they spike Razork.
Caught out once again, charmed with the quickness, pulls him back. Jun here, he's charmed as well. Razork able to get away with the Glacial Prison being used. Razork on about 100 HP. But here's Oscar! Here is Oscar! And there go G2 sent to their graves.
He is one of the champions that can face check. His durability
doesn't really do its job, only gets a couple of them. Broken Blade with the Demolish will take its play that we so often talk about when you are behind, but with Caps here to clear out the wave and Mickey able to jump away, the TP at the last moment means there's still a minion there. Mom called, Oscar goes in, Broken Blade's going to TP as well, but Fnatic have already got 2 out of this play, and BB has no flash anymore! You may not stop for death, BB, but Fnatic will make him stop.
Void Grub still though for G2, they're taking a tower, but there's so much standing going. Calculated.
Yeah, 100% planned. For Fnatic now, it's all about the next 3
Caps, and Hansama, as threatening as he is, we talked about how difficult this Kennen is going to make his life. Oscar has proven
to have an extra ruby crystal, but he might have got it just from overgrowth in this game. We'll see if he heals back up through the poke that he has to endure. Caps putting some damage down. Oscar looking for the flank position. Out of vision. It's a great flank if he can find it. Can Mickey mark him? Razzle goes in. Flashes double knockup. Unsummoned now dashing forward as well. Oscar in is late to the party. And he's immediately exhausted and knocked up with a base call. Unsummoned still surviving. Do Fnatic have more in the tank? Can they find a way to crack Unsummoned? The answer is yes! Humanoid takes him out in the Dragon Pit, and now a 3v4. In favor of Fnatic, they'll take the Drake, they'll stop the Soul. Can they? It's one of the Fnatic players to a 40-minute great-scale excursion.
Fnatic are on timer here though. Oh,
Jun caught out, goes in with the Zenith Blade, but is unable to get the stun onto Cavs, and Jun is just dead. Glacial Prison going wide, and now G2 can look to open up. BB has a TP, and he's about to go back to base. The TP comes in, Mickey's still looking for the chase. Humanoid caught out, manages to survive for a second, but in the end, he's down. Oscar with the slicing Maelstrom does nothing.
trying to set up for the Baron. Jun mispositions, he overcommits, he gets collapsed on.
Heads in, prod around, see if you can keep Fnatic around a little bit longer, because already you've lost a tier 2 in the top lane, and you might be about to lose your inhibitor tower as well. The Glacial Prison goes down, the Drake secured for Fnatic, but they're about to lose an inhib as Caps continues to push in. G2 on the chase, looking to stop Fnatic from getting those bases off. Oscar in him might be able to get back to the fountain in time before Yike can find him in the bush. He will.
It's not as clear-cut as an easy win, so playing off on the map makes a lot of sense here. As Mickey step forward against Razork.
Get the knock-up. Tangle Bob's not going to connect in the mid lane. I think no earnest. Oscar just killed Caps. They just put him in the dirt. Now Broken Blade next on the menu. True Shot Barrage coming out, hits on some of the Solar Flare, has to be flashed away from, and Broken Blade abandoned by his team. The chase continues. Oscar looking for that flank position, has the blast cone, and Noah will take it. Oscar goes in with a lightning rush. Can Hun, Summer, Mickey, and Yike survive this? Broken Blade there as well. G2 realize they immediately have to dive back in, but Mickey doesn't have the backup, and with the Zenith Blade through his back, Fnatic! Is this it? Is this the oasis they have waited 6 years for? One game on the horizon, perhaps 2 more to come.
Day 1 of this best of 5. Fnatic and G2 are going all out, back and forth, neck and neck.
Ren Smite, where you've got to fight beforehand, I think. Razzle trying to get in the pit, Mickey there to act as a bouncer. It's secured by Hun Summer. Mickey low with the base call. Oscar takes him out. Oscar still looking for that flank position. No flash for him, but BB's down as well. Fnatic still have 5 alive, and G2 do not have that same luxury. The GA buys Hun Summer a second, but this Angel, it can only
Oscar
bring you back
top.
once. Oscar goes in with the slicing mash from Kaz, has to flash away. Yike now. Looking for that flank position, looking for the
Just buying time, he's buying time, and
he's
look at
buying
the
as
base.
much time as he can, because Fnatic, they did it against MDK, they'll look to go through the front door once again. The True Shot Barrage goes wide, will the Wolves aggro, back onto Caps, he's back.
The Baron buff resets means that they're able to come back in. It's 4 versus 2. Yike and Caps versus all
All alive, G2 begin to collapse, Yike a long way away though. Jun caught by Mickey, Broken Blade looking for that flank, can't find it. Jun falling low, the Solar Flare dodged, only the slow connects. Jun continues to walk away, Razzle trying to do the same, Oscar up in 5 seconds! Holy smolder! Humanoid steps a little bit too far forward! And he's immediately put 6 feet under by G2. Now the rest of Fnatic need to try and get away from this. Oscar in here as well.
A tense, close, back and forth. We thought 2 fights ago that would be the fight, but maybe this is it.
Jun going forward, Broken Blade flashes away from the Solar Flare. Mickey here to join the party, TP in by Fnatic. They'll look for more. Jun continues to advance. BB no flash, the slicing mash from exhausted, and Oscar innings the first ball in the battle. Broken Blade healing up with a maximum dosage. Lands a cleaver onto Noah.
to the inhibitor. Broken Blade has moved over. He's going to solo the dragon. This is the play that we talked about before, but now Fnatic, they're going.
Immediately they dive in onto Mickey. He can dash away. Mom comes down and doesn't really connect in a way that it's done before in this game. Caps continue to push in top. The Drake will be secured. You can't beat Rend. G2 take everything off the grab though, and we'll give Fnatic the knowledge this is happening. Jun on his way up. They don't know where Caps is. Fnatic looking for that flank position. Oscar has the flash, has the blast cone. He'll go in. The Baron secured. Hun Summer cleanse flashes away. Oscar puts a stopwatch to see if he can get out of this one. But I think the plants are going to do the work. They will.
I don't think Humanoid. Can he hold against Caps here? There's going to be so much damage, actually, if Humanoid can get a couple of pop shots. Rapid fire cannon just to clear the way.
Look at the damage from Broken Blade with that demolish, though. And Caps uses the fact that Humanoid paths towards mid to break it open. The waves now crashing at the same time allows G2 this trident approach. Jun's still fishing, looking for something, but he just can't find purchase on G2. They're too slippery. The second inhibitor, the target for Caps.
Already created the back door, and now they've created the side door as well. G2 en masse, moving in, choking out Fnatic. The TP from Broken Blade. G2 want to end this now.
He jumps in, dashes out, hit with the Glacial Prison. Jun takes about half his health from Broken Blade alone. Humanoid trying to deal with Caps up towards the top side, but now he's going to join in with the rest of Fnatic in their final defense. Tip, all the inhibitors are down. The back door, the front door, all the windows blown out. G2 just looking to defenestrate the current occupants of this game now. The Nexus tower's already down, one at half, one is taking about a fifth. G2 can wait for the next wave, 8 seconds on the Baron though. Perhaps Fnatic can then find a way to defend.
Fnatic are doing their best, but the amount of space that they have is quickly getting smaller and smaller.
Perhaps the damage Jun flashes, he misses everything! He tried, and you can't blame him for that, but sometimes in these moments, you have to come up clutch. Fnatic now without a solar flare, without a flash, and they do still have a hope because the wave's still a little while away. Double supers in every one of them, though.
G2 can't afford to let up the pressure. No one sees his angle. Gets good damage onto Caps.
Stranglethorn's down though, Jun goes in, the slicing Maelstrom, base call will pull him out, Noah finds Caps, is that enough? Yike jumped on, he has the Zonyas and the plants are doing work for him, but Noah finds a double, and now it's the bot lane battling up towards the top side. Razork here with a heroic intervention. Broken Blade able to take Oscar in and Hansam still half HP, but Noah is putting the damage down, the Nexus tower! Everything seems to be on G2. Season finals has arrived, and what a place to have it. Here in Munich, what a game these teams are giving us.
A tense affair. The Elder will be secured, and the Baron is soon to follow. There's nothing but a Nexus left. I don't know if G2 even need it. They can just force the fight now.
I mean, look where Humanoid is.
Trying to buy space for his mid laner.
Humanoid has Flash here, but do you even get to walk away? The answer is an emphatic no. G2 are done with this. They got the record for the longest game, and that's enough for them. They'll take down 3. No inhibitors, no Nexus towers stand in their way. Noah, I'm afraid that Angel doesn't have enough to say. G2 an incredible roller coaster of a game. We'll go 1-0 up.
They're testing the waters. Well, this Poppy doesn't really clear things up, I'm gonna be honest, but we expect the Poppy to go into the top lane. Oscar has been a big favorite of the Poppy into the...
On the bottom side with that timing window. Still though, Dragon is up and available, so I think if you can get a quicker reset here for Hanson and Mickey, it will work out in your favor. That objective with Broken Blade.
Oscar only has Ghost here. Broken Blade has the flash! The Broken Blade, he's just gonna match. Fnatic looking for the fight. Jun coming in from the side. Humanoid putting some damage down on his Caps as well, and the Drake is secured by Yike, but now he's caught up in the root caller, and Noah might get his burst instead. Humanoid the one that takes the kill. Noah dashing forward. As the 6 has the flash, Yike, no Ghost to dash in for the battle. Oscar in trading with Broken Blade. Oscar in needs to be a little bit careful, but always has that all out. Connie has the Q3 prime. Yike dashes forward. Pathmaker back. Broken Blade pulled back, and remember, he has no flash. The steadfast presence will buy him a second, but here comes Daisy. And perhaps Broken Blade's going to be pushing them up in a second. The root caller onto Yike instead, the first target. Broken Blade dashes back, hits a minion. The true shot barrage rings true on Yike. And Broken Blade feels the pain of the Intofos. Daisy tanking the tower now as they look for a little bit more damage. Yike can try and get away. Razork tanks it up. Jun coming in as well. Flash, shattering strike, and Yike's world collapses.
Broken Blade. 3 grubs for Fnatic. That's such a good position to be in.
Yeah, I expect we'll see a fight around that.
No real items completed as of yet, though. Oh, Jun, hang on. Oh,
dashes back. Caps. Magnus Storm comes down. He has a Valkyrie, but here comes more.
The sniper.
The true shot barrage.
Side Jun. Caps completely caught out there. Now Humanoid in the same position.
I mean, still no flash. I'm not sure why Humanoid was this far up. I'm gonna be honest. Feels a little bit like a misplay. And G2 will happily take a kill. They can try and contest the Drake, but it's already gone. Fnatic have it in their pockets.
Caps though has a good amount of pressure on top, and They can overload mid here as G2 as well, with that tower being incredibly low too.
In this top side, G2, as you say, Caps gets the top lane tower. 300 gold between the two teams. Rift Tower secured for G2, haven't picked up the eye yet. A battle. Humanoid TP's in, G2 have 3. Summer trying to move from mid, the Magnus Storm coming out as well. There's Mom, redemption enough to keep them alive even through the quickness. Jun kills Caps, Mickey next up, and Yike will take one in response. Oscar's able to kill off Mickey. Razzle attacks the tower! The Trigger sees the root caller just enough! The last breath of his life! So close to falling, but Fnatic find 2 in the top side.
Razork felt those scissors clip and the wind rushing him away from that play, but still Humanoid did fall in that engagement as well, so 2 for 1 for Fnatic. They'll be very happy though with drawing that many members of G2 to top.
Fnatic and G2 calling each other to arms. TP behind by Broken Blade. Summer isn't in a good position here. Cleanse already used. The Pathmaker. He tries to flash. He tries to dash the lightning crash. Will it be enough to keep him alive? Razork has the redemption to help him out, and he'll survive for now. Summer already down. Humanoid needs to get away from the keeper's verdict. The Magnet Storm from Jun saves his mid laner's life. Noah flashes away from Yike. Yike's looking for more of a chew from Humanoid. 3 to defend. Yike here to make it 4 for G2. Summer here to join the party as well, but he's summonerless. Fnatic can step forward. The True Shot Barrage will take a chunk. The Drake secured by Caps. The dash onto the backline with the quickness from Mickey. And G2 look to run them down. It's 2 already, and they don't need to.
See him move into a position to clear out Vision. That's where they can try and make a play, but they can invest on
double
top.
TP, double
G2
TP to the bot lane. Caps is overextended, and Daisy puts him up in the air. I think he might be going back down to the dirt in a second. Fnatic will find him, invest 2 TPs to do so, lose their mid-tier 1, but that was falling anyway. Fnatic is going to allow. Obviously, he could have started it, and then if Fnatic hadn't checked, then Rakan can jump over the wall. But if you are tanking the Baron, you do 50% less damage to it.
Objective, but in contrast, this should allow G2 to convert their pressure towards the bot side of the map.
And to keep him out of vision, but Razor puts a push down. Should spot BB as he comes around the corner. Fnatic immediately realize Mickey chunked out. BB going in with the keeper's verdict. It's only Daisy who's not back, and Mickey's already down. Redemption for Fnatic. Summer flashes, but Humanoid, burn, baby, burn. It's an inferno from Fnatic. They find 3, the Drake there 2, and Baron to boot.
So Fnatic avoid all the crucial pieces, play around it to perfection, and they get well.
We've seen some questionable engages from Jun over the course of season finals, but denying that engage from Mickey might have just solidified the game for Fnatic. Now waiting over the wall, the Hex Flash is available as G2 are being sieged upon.
Wave shoving in the bot lane as well by Oscar Winning. Jun will look for a little bit of vision around the corner to make sure they can spot G2 on their rotations. Fnatic now will get the mid-tier 2. They'll look for the tier 2 in bot as well. Baron still remains for 2 minutes, and there's so much standing gold for them. Sees the TP coming in from Broken Blade. Oscar's overextended, but in the bot side, you can see Fnatic continues to push in for the tier 2. Caps continues to rattle in with the Gatling gun. Fnatic pushing in for the tier 3 now. All out onto Broken Blade, and the rest of G2 backing away to the top side. Now Broken Blade used his TP. He's going to start his back as Oscar Winning will fall, but the inhibitor is forfeit as Fnatic push in and G2 just backed away.
Fnatic, as long as they can reset here, will be happy with it. Yike might try and use the ultimate to try and deny the resets on this bottom side of the map. Baron reset from Humanoid though. Now it's just 3 members of Fnatic and no TP for G2 to catch them. They should be able to get away from this.
Honestly, I don't think G2's too upset about it.
Maybe get Caps in at the same
TP
time.
behind. TP behind. Caps, where you're going to go. Valkyrie's first still has the flash, but Humanoid's on the chase. Oscar in here to join the party. Immediately pings from G2 saying, let's get the Ocean Drake. Sometimes you need a hand from Mom. And Humanoid will get the shot down with it. Summer's down to half HP, but the lightning crash into the quickness. The Trigger seed, not enough. Noah has to dash away G2. Still in the 4v4. Humanoid not going to TP in. Super Minions pushing in bot. It looks like G2 will get this Drake, and Fnatic will look for the tier 2 in top.
A close exchange is Fnatic. They're the ones that find a pick on the side lane, but they concede the dragon.
Come and claim it.
I mean,
Broken
I think
Blade
that's gone.
there, the keeper's verdict. He's stunned. Broken Blade stunned with the Shadowing Strike and the dash.
Starting the siege. Caps has reset. I think he just finished his 6th item as well. That's what G2 are trying to play for. You can see he's full build now, and it has to be on Caps. They've given him everything.
Broken Blade's just rooted. He's just locked up. He can't get away from the Shadowing Strike and knock back with the Pathmaker. Oscar making a path into the series for Fnatic. Caps trying to step forward, does the damage, but Noah still surviving. The Nexus towers between Fnatic and their prize. Unsummer trying to dash around, get away from Daisy. The root caller came in as well. Mickey still has that engage possibility. Flash quickness always an option. Yike now here. He'll step in, but look at the damage he takes from Humanoid. The lightning crash, the Magnus Storm in the backline. Unsummer has to flash away, gets it to go up Noah. Unsummer dashing away from Oscar and dodges the Otokos. Humanoid finds one. It's Oscar and Humanoid versus Yike. And I damn well like those odds. Munich, stand up, soak it in. You're living through history. Fnatic will even out the series. I was wondering if that Varus might be flexed up towards the top side. Instead, it's going to be Noah on the Varus. Oscar taking the Camille into K'Sante matchup that we saw him win. I believe it was against 369. Loses the Q3, has popped the Ghost, and that's all that will happen there. Jun has the Eclipse, will tank up Mickey. The passive from Yike doing a lot of work, but Mickey's tanking the tower, and with the ignite it will be enough. Jun's still alive. Unsummer, if you want to, you die. Jun able to walk away. Yike still has the flash. Will he go for it? The answer's yes. Noah has a flash. Will he chase?
Sure as to where the brand is right now.
Broken Blade slowed with the tactical assault. They'll look for more. The sweep comes in. Hex splash, knock back, Bramble smash coming out. Yike's here to join the party. The Pathmaker finds two, and Brand can do a lot of work with his passive in this sort of situation. Mickey, the sapling! The sapling! It looks so cute, but it brings death. Fnatic able to walk away, the Zenith Blade back in, Jun's not done yet today! A tactical sweep is a tactical death for Yike, and now Broken Blade is left alone against three. Oscar Lowe, he survives just somehow! Clinging onto the precipice of life, Fnatic find three in the top lane.
How did Fnatic bring that back from the edge? The health bars were blinking, but blinking you miss it, and it might be Humanoid though who has to pay the price.
Shattering Strike coming out, that's a crash down as well. He's slided in underneath the tower. I don't think Humanoid survives this one, almost gets caps.
To overextend, he thinks that with the HP bars, his cooldowns coming off, that they can get something back at least. But the very tip of the Zenith Blade connects, the CC connects, and it is Fnatic that in the extended trade find three.
There's no passive ring for Yike. But
meanwhile, the bot lane, Noah has to cleanse flash away, and Mickey's still on the chase on Summer. Puts spear after spear into his back, and Noah invests the ultimate with the wave shoved in. Looks like they won't get too much more. Mickey's staying under the tower. That's the aftershock. They'll wait for that to go off, and then they can just go in for the engage. He's not back with a Rambo smash, and even with the crash down, the fate's call just in time to pull him out of dodge. He dashes back in onto Humanoid. Mickey survived him for so long, but he has to flash away, and even that won't save him today. A double for Humanoid. Caps will clean up the pieces, but it's janitor duty for the Azir.
can just help out in case G2 trying to turn a dragon into a bot dive, but I defend the tower, but G2 going to be happy with that continued objective control. Everyone on Fnatic just kind of window shopping here as they start to move to try and defend top turrets.
Kalista in mids, and now the Brand is hovering bot against a flashless Oscar.
Caps is waiting in around the corner, dashes in, Oscar down to a third HP, making look for the chase, Pyroclasm, flash sear, and that's a well done stake if I've ever seen it.
Even able to sneak out on the top side. Fnatic were thinking of trying to set up for a dive, but he just hid in the bush. Now teleporting back in. The ultimate already committed though.
Dangerous. Broken Blade still has the all-out. Pathmaker coming out. Humanoid tanking the tower first. Now Razork has that joy. Shield of Daybreak going in, and Broken Blade still able to dash the solar flare. The power of the sun was what was needed.
They're not in a position to contest the Herald.
Tiny thing that I really like from Mickey there. He steps forward, takes tower aggro to get 2 mites to spawn, which then means Caps can step forward and attack the tower a couple of times when the mites are tanking it up. Still don't get the tower, they still have to wait for the next wave, but it was close, and they might have been able to get it 1 wave faster, which would have allowed Caps to be out on the map a little bit quicker. Instead, Fnatic go out on the map first, they'll get the Drake, their first of the game.
But it's those couple of seconds for these resets so they can try and take mid lane turn. With all 4 members here, Fnatic have now reset. Broken Blade on the way as well.
They just got solar flare, chain of corruption, Caps where you gotta go! He tags the tower too long, and then with the twisted advance in! On Summer next on the menu! Oscar in looking for a little bit more, he dashes in onto Mickey, Hexagold made and puts down. Jun looking for the chase as well, the Zenith Blade will follow Mickey! and I'm not sure you escape the power of the piercing arrow. The all-out from Broken Blade takes Oscar in for a ride, but he doesn't really care about that. Dives back across to safety. Fnatic once again find 3.
And that was just perfect timing for Fnatic. G2 thought they'd catch Fnatic in a reset, and they could all group up in that mid lane.
Caps almost on his way to that Rabadon's TP behind him. It's a long way behind, as Caps has already put up the Sun Disc. Nature's Grass coming out from Fnatic, so they want to look to take this fight. Mickey rooted, Yike and Caps able to avoid it. TP coming in, Hansama, I'm not sure you're meant to be there, but they use him as the engage tool as the rest of G2 dive in. Mickey on the backline, knocked back with a Nature's Cross. Jun taking up the rest of G2 to the top side, and somehow Hansama dashing in is everything that G2 wanted. Fnatic thought they could collapse, but in the end, they're the ones flashing for their lives.
It was a split fight from Fnatic. Everyone tried to jump on Hansama, but it meant that Noah was overextended.
Broken Blade.
Looks for Broken Blade. We can cheer Fnatic. It seems they're looking for this fight here. They're trying to get the mid lane prio. Oscar in and does have to flash. He's going to have to use it, but the Emperor's Divide will knock him back. And perhaps not fighting was the right choice. Solar play used by Jun in the mid lane as well, as he Chain of Corruption hits onto Hansama just about with the Pillar of Flame coming down onto Jun, and the Shattering Strike to follow it up. G2 fight 2. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Humanoid continues to push in, but can G2 look for more? Can they go towards the Baron? Doesn't seem like it.
Fnatic testing G2, and they just don't need to. Oscar, I mean, what was he looking for there with the trade against Broken Blade? He knows that he doesn't control the river. Now, a TP flank response from Fnatic.
The problem is, he's seen. Like, Humanoid is entirely on vision here. Hex flash across the wall. Humanoid is now stuck between Caps and the rest of G2. Noah coming in as well, but no Chain of Corruption for him. Makes it very difficult. Dodge away from the Magnus Storm. Noah taking up the Sun Disc. And Fnatic are just diving in. Caps will get 2. He'll be answered by 1.
And now it's 10 to 11. All across the map, Fnatic falling prey to silly mistakes.
Forward, eats the sapling, dashes away. Oscar winning in the bottom side. Not winning this matchup as aggressively as he'd like, and with Yike coming across, Oscar winning dives onto him, but he's stunned with the Seer, and the blaze is ticking. The ultimatum is...
G2 poised to punish these oversteps, set their sights on the mid-tier 1.
TP into the mid lane. Broken Blade has that flank position and has the all-out as well. Noah has to flash away. The 4-man Magnet Storm from Mickey is answered with an Emperor's Divide from Caps. 1-for-1 so far in the exchange. Broken Blade low. Jun trying to tank as he gets back to the safety of the turret. Caps hit with a missile from absolutely Narnia. And Humanoid dashes in for more, but can he trade against Hansama? Hans flashes and gets it with the red buff. Mickey is there, Yike in the pit. Razzle looking for anything. Fnatic might just look for the fight. The Baron down to 2,000, should be secured by Yike. It is. Jun on that front line, the Pyroclasm dancing around the Solar Flare, dodged by Broken Blade. Mickey goes in with a Magnus Storm, but this time he doesn't hit anyone. Down towards the bottom side, a Seer stun hits. And we'll see Oscar in it falling as well.
And now they set their sights on the mid-tier 2. All tier 2 towers will fall. G2 cement
into setting up for that Magnet Storm, but it looks like Fnatic, once bitten, twice shy.
So far is no, but Fnatic are looking for him. They're looking for him, and the answer swiftly turns to yes. Mickey down, Fnatic with...
Here's the TP for that matter.
Second TP as well coming out from G2, Mickling for that flank. Jun trying to get to the blast cone. Caps goes in onto Oscar in. How long will he wait before he hookshot wall dives? The Magnus Storm hits onto 2. Noah trying to join the fray. Nature's Guards coming out. Humanoid already low. The cleanse coming out onto him. And look at the damage being answered back. The Blaze doing so much work, but so far it's a 2-for-2. And Caps and Hansama still have full HP to run down. 3 of this best of 5. It's been intense, it's been back and forth. Mickey looking for that engage, no flash for him, but a Magnus Storm as Caps dives in onto Humanoid. The Sun Disc comes down, Zenith Blade, there's the Magnus Storm, but it's only onto Oscar in, and that's enough for G2, they find 1. Razzle chunked down towards the bottom side, Noah looking for the Chain of Corruption, he's stunned with the Seer! And I thought I liked it rare, but G2 won this fight, well done! They're dominating! They clear up 4 of Fnatic, only Jun stands in their way.
The Azir play into the Seer play into the end of the game for G2. They will march on down after controlling everything Fnatic attempted to throw at them.
disconnected from Fnatic. They couldn't make the initiation work. They could not find that angle, and G2 shut them down. They will look to take us to match point.
The G2 army loud in voice, they know one more the call for the men in black. The question is, can the white and orange stand in their way? G2 one away from an LEC.
There's so much power in the mid game, and we're gonna get it.
Oh my God.
The Ziggs for Noah.
All right, this is incredibly high priority in the LCK right now. We're seeing it in the LPL as well. Very good. Just going to constantly be harassed by Razork and by Humanoid. But meanwhile, the Drake secured for G2. It's also first move for Jun, right? He's already in the mid lane, giving Razork that extra safety. You know you have a numbers advantage of the fight. We saw Mickey backing a little bit later. Both the AD carries, or bot laners, I guess we'll have to call them this game, are left to their own devices. Lost chapter already complete for Noah, means his wave plays good. Jin, obviously, relatively good at wave clearing as well with that bounce. Ready with that satchel charge, now has the grubs as well to help him out. They're going to push in that top side. Broken Blade trying to survive as the flash shadowing strike into the crash down. Humanoid flashes away, the Unite ticking. Mega Inferno bomb! Holy hell, that's a lot of damage! You need some sort of diffusal to deal with that. Humanoid's still alive! Caps has to flash away! Noah here to join the party! Hansama hits one! Noah gets one in response, and now Hansama has the gun to take the kill. 2 for 2 on the bot side. Razork trying to get away from Broken Blade, who dashes across the tower. Still should go over to Fnatic in the top lane. Oscar will take that as his prize for this sequence.
I mean, I swear that Humanoid and Noah just earned the accolade of explosives experts after that performance in the bot lane. My goodness, G2 were not expecting that damage. They secure the top lane as well. They'll get themselves 5 grubs. Mickey trying to buy time for Caps to arrive.
Magnus Storm going down. Caps, Blast comes into the pit, can dash across here, and I don't think Razork really has a way out. Could look for the flash, the Bramble Smash used. Phase Rush, isn't enough? Mickey, no flash, no Magnus Storm.
Broken Blade off that turret because Ziggs has left to Mickey.
He's going to try and jump the wall, but you can't get away from the Zenith Blade, and Mickey, that was a little greedy. In the bot lane, if a dive does materialize, and it looks like one Knight. The Seer hits Jun, he flashes. Pyroclasm only gets one bounce, and Jun should be able to escape. The Rift Herald for G2 will be their prize for surviving the bot side dive.
G2 playing well on the map. They just moved Yike down because you saw Jin drift across up towards that Rift Herald. They assume
oh,
the jungler's there, but Mickey!
Mickey, the TP, perhaps it's the bait mate. It's Mickey pulls the Magnus Storm back. Razork, no flash, a Bramble Smash will buy him a second. The Phase Rush, trying to get away from the Seer. He dodges the stun. Another Bramble Smash back, but I think this tree is going timber. Fire beats wood after all. Yike will secure the kill, and Razork is charcoal.
Connect them.
Fnatic, I feel like, have the right idea, but sometimes the execution falls short. Razork did pass massive. He still, of course, has the ultimate.
Here's
very
the
close
TP.
to level 10. But
2 items on Noah, Betty. The event horizon is there, and they'll look for the damage. Mickey goes in, but Mickey might full burst. Oscar on the back line as well, but he's only doing damage to Broken Blade. Meanwhile, Camps is dashing forward. Those soldiers doing so much work. Broken Blade brings the Intofos down.
2. The engage just tears apart Fnatic. They thought they could play in the choke. But able to finish this one off. And then it becomes a case of setting up vision on the bottom side. 2 minutes until that Mountain Soul for Fnatic. Sorry, for G2.
The minions, really. The curtain's open. I think this is a Drake secured for Fnatic. Razork can block the shots, and we're going to get an encore. It's blocked by Razork, and the last shot goes wide. Drake secured for Fnatic.
so G2 say, you know what, we're not even going to take the risk. We're not going to give Fnatic that fight. The wave is cleared out in mid. Razork sets his sights on Hansama.
Jun pulled across the wall with the all out. Razork going in towards the back line. Hansama able to dodge away from the Nature's Grasp. The Solar Flare goes wide as Broken Blade puts Jun 6 feet under. Razork going for the re-engage. Meanwhile on the top lane, Oscar Ridden diving in. Broken Blade takes a shot. Oscar will take him. Razork able to survive. Bomb hits the back line. 5,000 on the Baron. Oscar Ridden on the front line. The Baron falling low though, and Yike will land the smite. Razork still trying to get him to join the battle, but I don't think. G2 pushing in the bot side. Baron buff remains for 1 minute 50 seconds. Fnatic, any last ditch attempt, any last hope, any miracle you can muster. Broken Blade caught with the twisted advance, but he dashes back with Pathmaker, and he's fine for now. Baron in the mid lane. Caps is the one shepherding that wave in. The Nature's Grasp comes out, and Fnatic look for the engage. They get onto Broken Blade. The Mega Inferno Bomb not enough, and the curtain's open. Is it all done? Is it all over? The Magnus Storm finds his mark, but Mickey's the only one to fall. Caps is in the base. The Nexus Tower's his target as G2 begin to shepherd their way in. They're looking for more. Razork goes for the re-engage. He's tanking the tower, but the tower's not long for the Rift. G2 in a 4v4, Yike flashes away from Humanoid, and Humanoid will not live to see another day. G2, 4 strong, 1 Nexus tower between them and glory, 1 Nexus tower between them and victory once again. Jun dives in, but I think it's all over for Fnatic. Winter, spring, summer, season finals. G2 win the Grand Slam! In this trophy ceremony presented by Kia, G2 will once again claim their prize, their second season finals. And what a way to do it. Fnatic 4. I thought after game 2 we were gonna go all 5, but G2, their victories defined by small moments, defined by everyone standing up when it matters. And every player on this team has earned the right to call themselves champion.
G2 just feel undeniable.